Hi, I'm Maribel. I'm going to introduce Valerie. Hi, Valerie.
Hello.
Okay, we're here to help you with the citizenship process. How do you feel with this, Valerie?
I feel very good about it. I think that there are a lot of questions on here that can be a little bit challenging, especially if you're just learning English. And so that's why Maribel and I want to help you today with that.
Okay. So, básicamente esto es para gente que esté haciendo la ciudadanía americana y el inglés o sea regular o sea bueno, de todo modo necesita alguna asesoría. Entonces Valerie nos va a ayudar con la parte de el inglés and explaining people what you're doing, how you're going to help us with the English part. So today we're going to start with, I need my glasses. Today we're going to start with part 11. Esta es la parte 11 del formulario que ustedes llenaron. Entonces vamos a empezar con las preguntas. Las preguntas son desde la 1 a la 21. We're going to start with part 1 to 121, okay?
All right.
From the application people field. So these questions, las primeras preguntas de la 1 a la 21, algunas son como de sentido común y es importante que las sepan contestar con argumentos. For example, some questions they gotta answer with arguments, you know? Like for example, number 6, when they say, do you own any overdue federal, state, or local taxes? They can say yes. No, I'm sorry, no. Because it means people pay the taxes. But it's not only to say no, they had to give the argument. For example, they said, I have paid all my taxes. And the other questions is just to say probably no, but for example, when people don't know English, they know they have the same kind of questions with the present perfect tense. You know, like have you see number 1, 2, 3, 5 questions and 7 questions is have you ever. So that's what people gotta know.
So for example, the first question is, have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen? Or they might say, have you ever told anybody that you're a U.S. citizen? And they're going to speak very fast. Is that correct?
Yes, is that correct? So now you're gonna help me with that part. So, for example, when they said, had you ever, people gotta pay attention most of the time at the officer. Why? Because the officer is not gonna look at them. They're gonna be on the paper. O sea, el oficial no va a estar mirando a la persona, no va a estar mirando a la gente que va a hacer la entrevista y les va a decir, por ejemplo, had you ever. Entonces, en ese momento tienen que estar atentos. In that moment, they gotta pay attention. So now we go with the question, and I'm gonna translate.
Okay.
So number 1.
Have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen?
¿Alguna vez has dicho que eres ciudadano de los Estados Unidos? Entonces, obvio, no. For common sense, no. Because if you did it, means it's illegal. You're doing something illegal. Question number 2.
Have you ever registered to vote in any federal, state, or local election in the United States?
¿Alguna vez te has registrado para votar en una elección en los Estados Unidos? Obvious, no. Number 3.
Have you ever voted in any federal, state, or local election in the United States?
Que si alguna vez ha votado en una elección. La otra es registrado, la otra es votar. Entonces prácticamente son como similares. Number 4.
Do you now have, or did you ever have, a hereditary title or an order of nobility in any foreign country?
Que si tienen algún título nobiliario en algún país extranjero. Number 5.
Have you ever been declared legally incompetent or been confined to a mental institution?
Si se ha declarado alguna vez incompetente o con problemas mentales. Number 6.
Do you owe any overdue federal, state, or local taxes?
La que acabamos de decir, que si debe taxes. Entonces debemos de decir que I have paid my taxes. They have to give the argument, the answer. They have to explain. Number 7.
Have you ever not filed a federal, state, or local tax return since you became a permanent resident?
Que si usted alguna vez no ha llenado los taxes desde que usted es residente. Entonces, obvio, que usted siempre ha llenado sus taxes. Si dice sí, usted tiene que dar la explicación. Entonces, en estas preguntas tiene que tener mucho cuidado cómo las contestan, pero les digo, son más que todo de common sense y de que lo van a tratar de confundir sometimes they're like confusing questions,
yes.
You know, so you gotta be careful
that
with
one
those
was
questions.
very tricky. Yes.
Okay. Number 8.
Have you called yourself a non-U.S. resident on a federal, state, or local tax return since you became a permanent resident?
Si se ha llamado usted alguna vez un no residente permanente. Number 9.
Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with any organization, association, fund, foundation, party, club, society, or similar group in the United States or in any other location in the world?
Okay. Aquí le están preguntando que si ha sido miembro de algún grupo o asociación. Resulta que mucha gente sí lo hace. ¿Por qué? Porque están en algún grupo para que los ayuden, como por ejemplo de los de inmigración o groups like Black Lives Matter or whatever. If that happens, no problem. There's no problem. You just say yes, and right here you're gonna see they said the name of the group. You gotta write the name of the group, purpose of the group, and the dates from and to. Just fill it. It's just fill it. That's it. It's simple. So number 10.
Have you ever been a member of or in any way associated either directly or indirectly with the Communist Party, any other totalitarian party, or a terrorist organization?
Okay. So now in this one, it's good that people know what that means. For example, what means the Communist Party?
So that's, a very leftist organization, anything that relates to the Soviet Union before the Cold War.
An argument simple and easy can be like this.
Yeah.
It's an ideology of economy equality. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And they can give that example like North Korea, or they can say Cuba, that is more popular,
Yes.
And B, totalitarian party. Is the government that controls everything. That's the totalitarian party. So, for example, they can give the Nazi government, okay? And the terrorist organization, what does mean for you?
Yeah. Well, I think we all
Like
have an
Al-Qaeda.
idea.
Like
Exactly.
Al-Qaeda, they can give an example, or they can say, for example, the terrorist group is a group that uses terror to achieve its goal. And it's simple, like Al-Qaeda or ISIS.
Yeah.
Why? Because the official of immigration can tell you. Can you please explain to me what it is, what does mean? It's not only give the answer for giving the answer, no es solo dar la explicación o decir sí o no, sino que a veces hay que argumentar. Es importante que la gente sepa que necesita argumentar. Okay, number 11.
Have you ever advocated, either directly or indirectly, the overthrow of any government by force or violence?
Okay, que si alguna vez usted ha derrocado un gobierno por la fuerza o por la violencia. Obvious, you gotta say no, because
Yeah.
so argument. I don't use violence. That's simple. I don't use violence. Number 12.
Have you ever persecuted, either directly or indirectly, any person because of a race, religion, national origin, membership in a particular social group, or political opinion?
You say no. Let me explain. Que se ha perseguido alguna persona por raza, religión, nacionalidad, origen, en algún grupo social o político, por alguna opinión política o social, usted dice no, si no lo ha hecho. I don't discriminate, I respect people, I respect people's choices. That's a way to give answer. Number 13, one point in number 13 before. If you were born, for example, 1969, for common sense, that question is not for you. Si usted nació, por ejemplo, en el 69, esta pregunta está hablando sobre el movimiento de Hitler, está hablando entre el año 1933 y 1945, usted si no había ni siquiera nacido, obvio que usted ya sabe que eso es no. Sin embargo, es importante que sepa más o menos de qué trata la pregunta. Trata sobre el movimiento nazi. Entonces, what is the question? Number 13.
Between March 23rd, 1933 and May 8th, 1945, did you work for any association in any way, either directly or indirectly, with the Nazi government of Germany, any government in any area occupied, allied with, or established with the Nazi government of Germany, or any German Nazi or SS military unit, paramilitary unit, self-defense unit, vigilante unit, citizen unit, police, government, extermination, concentration camp, prisoner of war camp, prisoner of labor, or transit camp?
Okay. So, entre el año, lo que acabé de decir, entre el año 23 de 1933, mayo 8 de 1945, usted trabajó para alguna asociación directamente o indirectamente con. Entonces empieza. A, el gobierno nazi. B, algún área ocupada por el gobierno o con alianza con ese gobierno o con la ayuda del gobierno nazi. Todo tiene con relación con el gobierno nazi. Everything all of this is related with the Nazi government. You were not born.
Right.
You were not born. Ni siquiera había nacido, so for common sense, no.
Yeah.
So it's just paying attention. That's why you gotta pay attention too much to the Asian. When he's moving pages, when he's talking and everything, and for common sense, read the questions. Por eso tiene que tener sentido común y leer las preguntas. Y por eso le estamos ayudando con Valerie, that is American, her English is perfect, so it's a good help for the pronunciation of this part. Number 14.
Were you ever involved in any way with any of the following? Genocide, torture, killing or trying to kill someone, badly hurting or trying to hurt a person on purpose, forcing or trying to force someone if you have any kind of sexual contact or relations, or not letting someone practice his or her religion.
Que si alguna vez ha estado envuelto en lo siguiente. Todo eso tiene que ver con violencia. Entonces, la respuesta es no, I don't like violence. ¿Cuáles son? A, genocidio, tortura. Number C, killing or tratar de matar a alguien, herir a alguien, forzar a alguna persona, a tener relaciones, contacto sexual, o en contra de la práctica de religión de alguna persona. Number 15.
Were you ever a member of, or did you ever serve in, help, or otherwise participate in any of the following groups? Military unit, paramilitary unit, police unit, self-defense unit, vigilante unit, rebel group, guerrilla group, militia, or insurgent organization?
Okay, this was one of the questions. When I get citizen, they did it to me. And most of the people, when I was volunteer helping people with the citizenship, they told me they did this question. And it's very important to know. For example, it says, fuiste tu miembro o alguna vez serviste o ayudaste o participaste en alguno de los siguientes grupos. Military unit, paramilitares, hasta nombra guerrillas, el defensa, grupos rebeldes, milicia, organizaciones insurgentes. Aquí y les explica. Right here they explain everything. All of this has to be with weapons. All of this has to be with violence. Todo tiene que ver con armas y violencia. Entonces, no. Entonces, la respuesta, the answer is, the argument is, I was never in an illegal armed group. Nunca estuve en un grupo militar, en un grupo armado. Number 16.
Were you ever a worker, volunteer, or soldier, or did you otherwise ever serve in any of the following? Prison or jail, prison camp, detention facility, labor camp, any other place where people were forced to stay?
Que si alguna vez trabajaste o fuiste voluntario en algunas de las siguientes, te dicen si en prisión, si en un campo de detención, en un labor camp de trabajo, o si alguna vez forzaste a alguna persona para hacer esto. No, simple no. Number 17.
Were you ever a part of any group, or did you ever help any group, unit, or organization that used a weapon against any person or threatened to do so?
Si alguna vez fuiste partícipe de un grupo que ayudara a ayudar a alguna organización que usara armas en contra de alguna persona o amenazara con hacerlo. Dice que si lo ha hecho, tiene que explicar por qué. ¿Cuándo fue parte de ese grupo? Number 18.
Did you ever sell, give, or provide weapons to any person, or help another person sell, give, or provide any weapons to any person?
Usted vendió o le dio a alguien armas para ayudarlas o las ayudó a vender. Entonces dice que si es así, usted tiene que saber que esa persona puede usar las armas en contra de otra persona. Le está dando como la conciencia, le está dando la respuesta con la conciencia de los actos si lo hizo. Entonces, number 19.
Did you ever receive any type of military, paramilitary, or weapons training?
¿Usted alguna vez tuvo un entrenamiento paramilitar o militar en armas? Number 20.
Did you ever recruit, enlist, conscript, or use any person under the age of 15 to serve in any or help an armed force or group?
Si reclutó algún menor de 15 años para usar armas. Number 21.
Did you ever use any person under age 15 to do anything that helped you or supported people in combat?
Si alguna vez usó algún menor de edad para ayudar a combates o para cuestiones de fuerzas de violencia. Number 21.
Have you ever committed, assisted in committed, or attempted to commit a crime or offense for which you were not arrested?
Ajá, si cometió algún crimen por el cual no fue arrestado. Okay, let's do right here. Let me see. What is one? 23? Oh,
Yes.
23. In this one, I want to tell you something. I got an experience about a lady that she has a problem. She was going to the interview and she got an issue with some tickets from the train. And she has to go to a lawyer before going for the citizenship. So it's good. The tickets, any ticket, for the minimum it is, you gotta be careful. I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but you gotta have legal assistance. O sea, en esta pregunta, en la 23, mucho cuidado cuando la contesten, porque si hay tickets pendientes, por lo mínimo que sean, deben de asesorarse con abogado. So what is the question?
Have you ever been arrested, cited, or detained by any law enforcement officer for any reason?
Que se ha sido arrestada, citada o detenida por alguna persona de las fuerzas del orden. Entonces, lo que les acabo de decir, el ejemplo que les acabé de dar. Number 24.
Have you ever been charged with committing, attempting to commit, or assisting in committing a crime or offense?
Que se ha sido, tiene cargos por cometer un crimen o alguna ofensa. The number 25 is more or less the same. So some questions are like the same, but with different content.
Yes.
But how can
Just
I
different
tell
wording.
you? Like different words,
Mhm.
like synonymous or like something
Yes.
like that. What is the question?
All right. Have you ever been convicted of a crime or offense?
Si tiene crimen o ofensas, ha sido convicto por eso, ha tenido algún cargo por eso. And number 26.
Have you ever been placed in an alternative sentencing or rehabilitative program?
And number 27.
Have you ever received a suspended sentence, been placed on probation, or been paroled?
The same like I told you, you have been in parole, you have to go to a lawyer and you gotta solve those issues with the lawyer or whatever and put the documentation or arguments about that. If alguna persona tiene alguna probatoria, tiene que ir con un abogado y llenar esto y presentar todo lo que el abogado le diga. Porque aquí dice, if yes, had you completed the probation or parole? Si sí, lo ha terminado, because so many people, they go to the citizenship and they got things in process. So let me tell you something. For my experience, when I was volunteering, many people told me they didn't have the citizenship for that. Because they tell lies right here in the paper, they say no in the paper, and when they go to the officer has everything in the computer. So the problem is, van a la entrevista, eso está en la entrevista, en la computadora. Entonces el oficial va a ver que están mintiendo inmediatamente, deny, ya niega. Number 28.
Have you ever been in jail or prison?
Si alguna vez has estado en prisión. If yes, what they say, if yes, number 28.
If yes, how long were you in jail or prison?
Entonces tiene que escribir ahí lo que estuvo, el tiempo. Okay. Number 30. I want to make some explanation about here. Number 30, they got different topics, A to I. And it's important to tell people, for example, to know the meaning of these words. In number C, in number A, drunkard. Drunkard is alcoholic. In number C, smuggle means traffic with drugs. And in number J is gamble, is playing illegal, playing illegal games for money and not paying taxes. That's why it's illegal, because he's not paying taxes. Entonces, el número A, el drunkard es alcohólico. El C, smuggle, es traficar con drogas. Y el G, gamble, es jugar los juegos ilegales. ¿Y por qué son ilegales? Porque no pagan taxes. Entonces, let's do the question. Have you ever?
Okay. Have you ever been a habitual drunkard? B, been a prostitute or procured anyone for prostitution? C, sold or smuggled controlled substances, illegal drugs, or narcotics. D, been married to more than one person at the same time. E, married someone in order to obtain an immigration benefit. F, helped anyone to enter or tried to enter the United States illegally. G, gambled illegally or received income from illegal gambling. H, failed to support your dependents or pay alimony. And I, make any misrepresentation to obtain any public benefit in the United States.
Ujú. Entonces, la H, por ejemplo, que es que si soporta, que si ha fallado en darle dinero a sus dependents y no pagar alimony. Algunas personas pagan alimony, algunos esposos le pagan el alimony, o sea, es una cantidad de dinero estipulada por un juez para pagarle a la esposa, o hay mujeres que también le pagan alimony al esposo, dado el caso. Entonces, eso es importante que lo sepan, porque hay gente que no sabe qué es eso. Entonces, si sí o no. Y el number I is que si what is the name? What is the number I? It says make any misrepresentation to obtain any public benefits to the United States. They say no, I respect the law. You know, that's what you can say. I respect the law, and most of them. What else? What can I tell you? For example, this one that said marry someone in order to obtain an immigration benefit. Que si se ha casado para obtener algún beneficio de inmigración. So, esas son las como las que más. This is the common questions that many people, when I used to be volunteer, they told me, oh, they asked me this, they asked me. I didn't know what it means, because sometimes they don't know what is gambling, sometimes they don't know what it's smuggling. So that's why it's important to know that. Another thing. Mucha gente, obvio, hay un Google Translator, ellos van, buscan un traductor y los ayuda. Pero pues también es importante que la gente sepa argumentar. They can go to a Google Translator, but it's also important that people know how to give the argument. It's not only know the answer to say yes, no.
Yeah.
It's to have, the conscience of what they're asking to you and to know how to give the argument about what the officer is asking. So number 31.
Have you ever given any U.S. government officials any information or documentation that was false, fraudulent, or misleading?
Ok. Si usted alguna vez a un oficial le da alguna información falsa o fraudulenta. Entonces, the answer is no. And why? I don't like. That's a simple, for example, a simple way to answer in case you had to give an argument. Number 32.
Have you ever lied to any U.S. government official to gain entry or admission into the United States or to gain immigration benefits while in the United States?
¿Alguna vez usted le ha mentido a un oficial de inmigración para ganar una entrada o para ganar una admisión en los Estados Unidos o para ganar beneficios mientras está en los Estados Unidos? Number 33.
Have you ever been removed, excluded, or deported from the United States?
This is a common question. Let me tell you. Many people, when I was volunteer, they tell me, the officer asked me that, que si alguna vez fueron removidos, excluidos o deportados de los Estados Unidos. And many people say they don't know what to say, or many people they get like, oh, they're talking about deportation, so it's just asking si ellos si es así, if that happened, they gotta say, because many people, they got issues with deportation before, and then they can get in a process or whatever, but like I'm telling you, it has to be with a lawyer, with the documentations of the lawyer. Number 34.
All right. Have you ever been ordered, removed, excluded, or deported from the United States?
It's more or less the same like the
Yeah,
other,
exactly.
You see different words, but more or less the same meaning.
Yep.
O sea, es más o menos lo mismo que la otra, el mismo, trata es como de confundirte. They can ask you both questions, and you can feel confused. Te pueden preguntar las dos y te puedes sentir confundido, pero es lo mismo. Number 35.
Have you ever been placed in removal, exclusion, rescission, or deportation proceedings?
Que si usted alguna vez ha estado en proceso de deportación. Number 36.
Are removal, exclusion, rescission, or deportation proceedings, including administratively closed proceedings, currently pending against you?
Si in that moment, they're asking, in that moment they have the deportation procedures against you. So le preguntan si en ese momento está en proceso de deportación o hay algo pendiente en ese momento. Number 37.
Have you ever served in the U.S. Armed Forces?
Okay. Now, in this 37, for example, if an officer is doing these questions, because most of the people say, oh, Maribel, the officer asked the questions and then he went to our forces and then the interview finished. Let me tell you, this is the last part, most of the last part of these questions. Let me tell you why. Because if you were not in the armed forces, you're not going to answer the other questions. Why? Because te preguntan, ¿a usted está en las Fuerzas Armadas? No. Si no ha estado, no. Y si ha estado, pues, if you were in the armed forces, so he continues asking you about the armed forces. But if you were not, finish. That's it. So you say no, and all of the other questions from 38 to 46 is about the same, is the armed forces. But if you were not, so the officer is not going to ask you more questions about that. So this is mainly this part of the interview, because the other part of the interview is the questions about the 47 to 53. So we're gonna do it in another video, you know. But with these questions, I hope we help people with Valerie's help, with the nice, perfect pronunciation. Thank you, Valerie.
Of course, no
Because
problem.
when I was in my citizenship, I didn't have that precious help. I had to do it by myself and of course by a teacher, but my teacher was not American, was Colombian, very helpful. But anyway, I really appreciate your help because you're gonna be very helpful for people, you know.
Yes.
So I hope people really appreciate and they really enjoy and celebrate when they get citizen, because being citizen is very important. So le estoy diciendo a Valerie que gracias, porque cuando yo me hice ciudadana no conté con una ayuda así de una persona que fuera americana, que me pudiera dar la mano leyéndome todas las preguntas con un inglés así perfecto. Y sí tuve, para que lo voy a negar, no soy desagradecida, ayuda sí, pero era hispana la persona. Y es importante eso, de pronto una ayuda de una persona americana para uno ir educando más el oído para la entrevista. Lo otro es que es importante ser ciudadano americano. ¿Por qué? What are the benefits to be American citizen? What do you believe, Valerie?
Oh, I love being an American citizen. It's all I've ever known. I've lived here my whole life, and I'm just very proud of it. And I think that it's really important for people to want to get their citizenship so we can all work together to make this an even better place. Because America is built on diversity and people from all different countries.
Yeah, ella dice que América es un país diverso y de otros, de mucha gente aquí en este país, y que ella está muy orgullosa, que ella está, es lo que conoce y que está feliz de ser ciudadana americana, right? But what do you think really, really deep is a benefit to be a citizen American?
Oh, I think we have so many opportunities here, you know.
Ella dice que tiene muchas oportunidades. I'm going to translate little by little because it's not too bad. Que tiene muchas oportunidades, right? Okay, has so many opportunities. Like, which opportunities?
Oh my goodness, with jobs,
Trabajos.
especially family and.
When you're talking about jobs, let me tell you something. It's very important because when you get American, you can get a federal job. When you're not American, no. So that's important. And when I get citizen, the lady, the judge that was there in front, she told us, I'm happy because now you're going to have the opportunity to get a federal job. Cuando yo me hice ciudadana, la juez dijo eso. Lo más importante es que ahora van a conseguir un trabajo federal. And I'm trying, still trying, never give up, because it's possible. What other advantages to get an American citizen?
You can run for office.
You can run for office. This is beautiful. Pueden conseguir un trabajo. What you can do here in America? What you can do, Valerie?
Oh, you can run your cities.
You can be president of the United States.
Yes.
She can be the president of the United States. You know that? Ella puede ser presidente. And I can be a senator. The máximo. I'm from Colombia. I was born in Cali, Colombia. Very proud to be from Cali, Colombia. Yeah, but an American citizen now. Not loyal to this country. Soy de Cali, Colombia, y fiel a este país. Okay? Because I made my oath of allegiance in this country. But anyway, let me tell you something. The most important now is to vote, you know. Why to vote? Why vote? Why vote? Because you you can choose your people. You can choose your senators, you can choose your Congress. Who are the Congress? ¿Qué pueden hacer si votamos? Escoger los senadores, escoger los congresistas. What they do, Congress and
They make the laws.
they made the laws, yeah. You learn it in citizenship. They made the laws. Ellos hacen las leyes. That's why many people say, I don't want to talk about politics. I'm sorry for them. Mucha gente dice, no quiero hablar de política. Lo siento por ellos. Why, Valerie? Why we sorry for them when they don't want to talk about politics?
Because they're missing out. They should want to be involved and they should want to try to, advocate for the things that they believe in.
Yeah, porque ellos lo están perdiendo. Ellos son los que están por nosotros. Who choose them? Who? We the people. That's what we learn it, right?
Yeah.
In citizenship. We the people. We are the people. Why? What means we the people?
Oh, it means it's us. This country is run by you and me.
You see? Wake up! The country is made by you and me. El país está hecho de tú y yo. I remember one important journalist in Colombia. He's not here anymore because he talked and opened the eyes to people, and now they put it away. Él hablaba, le abría los ojos a la gente y lo eliminaron. ¿Por qué? Porque es la verdad. We are the people. We are the one who choose. We are the one who got the power, right, Valerie? Mm-hmm. We got the power, and the public people, the people that is in a church public, what they had to do help. They had to help people.
Yep.
That's what they are. That's what they are. And that's what the Congress and what the Senate gotta do. Do the laws, help the people, and the people that is not working, doing the job, what they gotta do.
Yep.
What they gotta do if they're not doing their job.
Oh, yeah.
What they gotta do. Simple. Simple,
Yeah,
say it.
vote them out.
Get out!
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah.
¿Qué tiene que hacer? Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it's important to be
A U.S. citizen.
a U.S. citizen. Wake up.
Yeah.
Wake up. It's time to wake up.
Mm-hmm.
People gotta wake up. We got the power. We the people.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's important to be American. What else? What else do we vote?
Why do we vote? Because it's important for us to put policies in place that reflect our values and to protect our democracy. Because we've seen what
proteger la
happens.
democracia está bien. And also remember that we can be in a jury, or be on a jury.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Why is it important to be in a jury?
Oh, because we're judging our peers. So.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So many people, they criticize, they say, oh, but they condemn, they judge bad this person, blah, blah, blah. But if you don't vote,
Right.
what happens?
You
cannot be on a jury.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way. So people complain, but they don't do. What we gotta do is do, instead of complaining more as citizens. We had a valuable job in this world. And one of the values things is make conscious. Nosotros tenemos un papel importante, y ese papel es tener conciencia de que tenemos un lugar en la sociedad. We got a place in society. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we're not here to stay. That's it. For example, right now what we're doing, helping.
Right.
That's the idea. If you're here, everybody has a mission. And the people now with this virus and everything, and people don't wake up, don't understand that the only mission that we probably have in the world is that help, serve. That's what we hear.
Mm-hmm.
It's not only job. You can go for a job for money, but the idea is to have passion and to love and to help. Esa es la idea. Tener pasión y ayudar, porque para eso es que estamos, para servir. So, go back. I'm going. So go back to the citizenship. What else can we say we can do for citizen? What is important to be a citizen? For example, I'm going to give you an example. When I get citizen, Valerie, I got the opportunity to go for my family, to claim my family. You know that? Did you know that?
That's well, you mentioned it before, but
But
I
did
think
you
it's
know
a
that?
beautiful. No. I didn't know
Okay.
about that.
So I was resident, and if your mom is not legal, you know what? When you're citizen, you can claim your parents, so you puedes ayudar y traer a tu familia. If your son is a minor, do you know if your son is a minor, if you get citizen, your son immediately get citizen. Si tu hijo es menor y te hace ciudadano, inmediatamente se hace ciudadano. And if your son is a minor and your son gets citizen, do you think he got benefits here in America, Valerie?
Yes.
Like what? Education or what?
Yeah, I think education, and that's the main one. Is there anything else?
Sí. O sea, tiene beneficios en educación, right? They have nice educational benefits. Like, for example, many people, they believe that they need a lot of money to go to a university. Do you believe that?
Well, it depends, but...
But being America is a privilege.
Yeah.
That wake up. That's what I say. Wake up. Many people complain, oh, I cannot go to the university. What do you have? What do you have?
You have a brain?
You got a brain. That's the only thing you need. Why? Because this country, what happened with this country? You talk. Opportunities.
Yeah.
Give you the opportunity that one lady told me also that, said, Maribel, your son don't need money. You don't need money. People don't need money here. What they really need is to do what they gotta do. Maybe people, they take advantages of what it is, what the benefits, the great this country is. They just go for that. Have you seen so many people, so many guys in Harvard University, whatever, what they got? Money? Sometimes no, they just got brain.
Yeah.
Mucha gente va a Harvard, grandes universidades, no tienen dinero, pero aprovechan la oportunidad, right? They take advantage of the opportunity that they give this country. They get citizen, and what they get to go to the university. Sometimes what they get.
The scholarships. They work really hard.
They work really hard. But getting a scholarship is not getting a scholarship for getting it. What they gotta do? Make an effort.
Right.
They gotta sacrifice,
Work really
right?
hard.
Time,
Yes.
work hard. But it's possible.
Oh, yeah.
I'm witness
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
I have lived that with my son and many other people that have advantages of this with scholarships. It's possible. So, okay. Do you think there will be another benefit for being citizenship?
Oh, I think you should tell me. You're the one that went through the process. I'm so lucky to have been born a citizen. But why is it important to you?
So it's important to me also because there's one more. You can stay here. When you're permanent, you cannot say you can stay here. Anything can happen, a problem or whatever minimum, and probably you can be deported. When you're citizen, you have that privilege too. Es que te puedes quedar, esa es otra, que puedes estar aquí en este país. Esa es otra importante. Es la diferencia entre ser ciudadano y ser residente permanente. When you are citizen too, you have the passport, American passport to fly around the world. When you're resident, you don't have an American passport. Okay? So I think these are the main important things, and I really appreciate Valerie for your talk, and I hope people really make conscious about that, enjoy this little thing that we're doing for them, and have a champagne and celebration like I did, because one friend told me, when you're citizen, you win the half of the mega. And let me tell you something, I really believe being citizen of this, I love this country. And New York, I love New York. That's my first love. Let me tell you, New York is my love.
Yes.
Since I was little, New York es mi amor, y desde que era niña quería estar en Nueva York. Para mí es un privilegio ser ciudadana americana. Le hablo de la celebración, tenga su champaña y su pastel para que celebren y lo disfruten. Don't take it for granted. That's why I said don't take it for granted, right? How do you pronounce it?
Don't take it for granted.
Don't take it for granted. Yeah, no lo tomen así como si no fuera nada. Porque mucha gente, eso no es nada, y lo hago por hacerlo, they do it for doing it, blah, 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 they don't have the conscience, you know? And also to contribute the world. This country, this country is famous because this country helps people. They help other countries. They help their own citizens. Este country que hace ayuda, este país que hace ayudar. I'm talking Spanish.
Yeah.
This country. I'm going to talk about this. And you know what? And Valerie, and don't take it for granted because this country is great. This country helps. Este país ayuda. And we, as Americans, what we got to do? Help. Y nosotros americanos, ¿qué tenemos que hacer? También ayudar. También dar de nosotros. At least time, at least knowledge, whatever we gotta give.
Yes.
But we gotta give from our hearts or whatever, lo que sea tenemos que dar, pero tenemos que hacerlo. Por ejemplo, como los voluntariados, there's one foundation I used to be Se Hace Camino, made the road. I don't know if we can name this here in the videos. Is it possible? The organization,
Yeah,
the
that's
name?
probably
Made
okay.
the road is great. Se Hace Camino. And it's not publicity, but it's true. They help immigrants and they help people to get citizens. They give the courses free, whatever. Ellos ayudan. No sé ahora con lo de la pandemia lo están haciendo. Pero yo lo hice. I did it with them. I was volunteer. And that's what we gotta do. We gotta help the community. Eso es lo importante, ayudar a la comunidad.
Yeah.
Because sometimes people, they're lost. They don't know what to do. They don't know where to go. That's why it's good. What you're gonna do, give your English classes. My idea is to give my French and English classes too. Esa es la idea, ayudar a la gente y darle las clases, darle las tutorías para que la gente no se sienta sola. Make the difference.
Yes.
That's what we gotta do. Make the difference. Hacer la diferencia. Entonces, no sé, Valerie, what else you gotta say?
Oh, I think this is pretty much it. You know, I just want all of our viewers to know that you can do this, that even if you're nervous right now, that you can, if you work hard, study your English, and, you know, Maribel will help you with these videos to tell you about the immigration process.
Yeah, okay, so we continue. This is just the beginning. I want to start with probably this is the hardest part of the video, this one. So then I want to continue with another part of the form, the beginning of the form, the N400. And then we're going to continue, but I need your help too later for the 100 questions. From the 100 questions, they change it now. Now they're asking, they're giving like, they're asking like 9 questions. De las preguntas, ahora están preguntando creo que 9. Y dando más argumentos, entonces voy a mirar un poco más la parte esa que ha cambiado para dar la tutoría de eso y eso es todo, that's all, and I feel so happy to do this and I'm really grateful and so grateful and grateful for the people that is looking and I really, and if they got questions too, and I really appreciate they put the comments about that. Don't, please, if it's, my English is not perfect, I told you, when I was in a job, one of my managers, or supervisor, he was bullying me. And he was, oh, your English is like Sofia Vergara, your policeman, your English. I don't feel bad, let me tell you why. Haciéndome un feeling de que mi inglés era como el de Sofía Vergara. I don't feel bad. Why?
You shouldn't. I love her voice. I love her accent. And that's what makes you you, you know? So, yeah, I think, you know, if you're worried about the accent, don't be.
Yeah,
because
I don't care.
That's what makes us each unique. So
I'm proud about me because I study and I'm doing my best. That's the most important.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter if my English is not perfect. I'm not gonna polish nothing. I feel confident. That's it. So I'm doing my best and period.
Yeah, and that's all you have to do too.
And if you want it, put the comments and I'm so happy to help. Yo estoy feliz de ayudar. Y siempre estaré. That's it.
All right.
Okay,
Thanks
thank you,
for
Valerie.
watching.
Okay,
all right.
thank you.
Thank you.